What's up, guys? GatieTrades here. I'm going to get straight to the point. This is a series where I'm showing you guys my entire trading system from point A to point B. Every single thing you see on this slide, I will be covering in video format, in-depth, detailed descriptions of my entire trading system and all its components. So this is going to include trading psychology, before trading routine, my pre-market analysis, every single trading model that I use, every single entry model that I have, and my risk and money management system, as well as how I journal and how I look to improve my trading. I'm going to be covering this throughout the series, and I'm going to try and post 2 videos a week at the best of my ability. Let's get straight to the point. Okay, guys, so today's going to be part 1, where we're going to be discussing trading psychology. So now I know to a lot of you this is probably maybe seems like the most boring part, but it really is the most important part. So the characteristics of a successful trader. Now these are the characteristics. I just made this list myself. This is everything I could think of. This is everything I want to be following every single day when I'm trading. So I'm just going to quickly go over the risk. It's the list. So it's just calm, focused, disciplined, patient, critical, confident, fearless, passionate, open-minded, and independent. Now, there is no specific order of these, but I am going to talk about these 10. And in my actual trading PDF book, which is free, I talk about the benefits of achieving these characteristics and how it'll improve your trading, how you can do it through trading, and how you can do these outside of trading. So that's kind of the component there in terms of the actual book itself. But the important part is I'm going to talk about why each part is actually important. Now, this is not a part that's included in my book. The purpose of these videos is to explain to you guys the why, the how, and kind of the important, like, in-depth, detailed parts of my book. If I were just to give you guys the book, it's kind of like a map where there's missing pieces. Like, you're not really understand how to use it. So I don't want to just give out my book. I want to give out these videos and then in time give out my book. So if you guys watch the introduction, you know we have a whole bunch of videos coming up for this series. But for now, we're focusing on trading psychology. It's important to be calm when you're trading. If you are not calm, you're most likely going to make some irrational decisions, right? You want to be focused, and that kind of relates to calm as well. Because if you're not calm and you're not focused, you're going to be making irrational decisions. You want to be focusing on what's in front of you, not distracted. You don't want to miss anything. Put your phone away, put your YouTube video away. Some people like to listen to music. Me personally, it doesn't help. Whatever helps you stay focused, anything that distracts you, ideally you're not having that in front of you while you're trading, right? You want to stay focused. And this is your job, right? Like, you got to be doing the best you can every single day. It's important to stay focused. Discipline. That's probably one of the most important things a trader needs to be. You need to be disciplined, because if you're not disciplined, you're going to do things that you are not supposed to, right? You're going to enter trades you're not supposed to enter. You're going to make decisions that you're not supposed to be making. You're going to overtrade. You're going to break rules, right? And this is all because you haven't built discipline. Now, building discipline is very important. You cannot simply do it with just trading. It comes through outside of trading as well. And you can see, for example, I wrote in this section, discipline in daily life comes to building good habits and sticking to them. Exercise routines. If you don't work out, there's a good chance you don't have that much discipline. There's not that many ways that are kind of beneficial to people in ways to build discipline. Obviously, there's many ways, but working out is something that everyone can do. And if you're not working out to improve your body, you don't have that discipline because you're lazy, whatever, that's going to reflect in your trading, right? So discipline is very important. Patience. Now, this is my most important one. Patience is literally everything, because when you rush, you're going to be thinking about the money. You're going to take trades you're not supposed to be taking. And it's all kind of overlaps. But the importance of patience. Now, everyone always says, like, oh, you need to be patient. But they don't really understand why until you've actually been there and realized where had you just waited, let's say 1 more minute sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes 10 more seconds, you could have just taken a better trade or a higher probability trade. Sometimes you got to wait for the right time. Sometimes you got to wait for your model to set up. Sometimes you got to wait for your TP to get hit. Sometimes you got to wait for your stop loss to get hit. You got to be patient in every aspect of trading, or you will not be successful. Patience is one of the most important things. Critical. This is just, I included this because obviously you want to be critical in your thinking, right? You don't want to make decisions that are not rational, right? Make decisions that are critical because you thought about it and it makes sense. Obviously, you want to be following your rules and your model. And once everything is defined for you, the critical part of trading kind of can step aside. But obviously, you have to use your brain, right? Confidence. Confidence is very important. This is probably one of the most things I get messages about. People always say, my model presented itself, but I didn't take the trade because I was too scared. Confidence is key. Confidence and fearless, they kind of overlap. You have to be fearless in terms of pushing the button, So I included that separately. You need to have no fear going into your trade. You should not have a fear of losing, right? You should not have a fear of missing a move. That shouldn't be a fear. You're just doing business. So I'm going to talk about a bit about confidence and being fearless right now. So for the most part, confidence is built through backtesting your strategies, studying your past trades, refining your process. The more and more knowledge you get, the more and more confident you will get. This is kind of a natural thing that's going to improve. The reason you guys are not confident is because you haven't seen it play out enough times, right? You don't have a journal. I bet most of you that DM me, you're not confident because you don't have a journal. When you have a journal of 100 trades of your model playing out, you're going to be hella damn confident when that model presents itself. You know exactly what to expect and exactly what to do, right? You need more experience. You need more trust in your model. If you don't trust your model, get a new model. You don't like your model, you don't think it's good, you don't think the win rate's good, get a new model, right? That's okay. No one said you can't develop a new model. It's pretty easy. There's hundreds of models out there. I'm going to be talking about 7 in this specific series. But if you have a model and you're just not confident in it, that's a completely separate issue. You need to build confidence in your model, and the only way you do that is by keeping a journal of the amount of times your model worked out and when it didn't, right? If you knew your model had a 70% chance every single time that you took the trade, you would take that trade because that's a high probability model. But you don't have that number because you don't have a journal. You didn't even likely backtest. And that's the kind of things you guys need to be working on to build your confidence. If you're not confident, well, then you're never going to be placing a trade. And then you also have to be fearless. Confidence in your model and fearless. Fearless is very important because the fear of missing a move and the fear of losing are two very, very big things in trading. I know a lot of people, and this happened to me. I used to always fear missing a move. Like I would see a displacement and my model did not form, and I'd be like, I'm in, market buy, market sell, and get in that trade. It's going, everything lined up, but my model did not present itself. And you get stopped out, and it hurts because you entered the market just because you thought it was going to go without you. Let it go without you. So what? Is this your last trading day? Are you not trading ever again after this specific session or this specific trade? There are hundreds of trades that form every day, hundreds of trading days a year. You don't need to catch this right specific move. Let it go. Just let it go. Be patient. You're not going to lose. You're not losing anything by letting the trade go. In fact, you're gaining confidence. Right? If you have an idea for a trade and you have a fear of missing out, but your model didn't present itself, let it go without you. Go into your journal and learn. You got to be okay with letting it go. No trade is a win. For you to just sit there and watch price go and be able to learn and review the price action and then journal, and then you gain experience every single day without losing any money, that's a W. Boys, that is a freaking W. It is not an L to walk away, break even on the day, or no trades. That is a W. The only way you can lose is if you put on a trade. So don't have a fear of missing out. Now, don't be a pussy either, all right? Don't be scared to push the button when your model presents itself. You need to be confident, and obviously when the time comes, you're going to have to push the button. If you have a fear of losing, lower your risk. I bet 100% of you, if I told you if you lost a trade, you'd only lose $1. You would risk $1. Would you still be scared of losing? No, you wouldn't. You would push that button. So if you need to lower your risk, lower the risk. No one says you have to risk 1%. Risk less. Risk 0.5%. Risk 0.25. Risk the minimum you can risk on the trade, right? Trade a micro ES contract. The risk is very minimal. You're not going to hate yourself if you lose. You're not going to get emotional if you lose. There's no fear if you're losing so little. Because your real fear is not losing that trade. It's losing the account or not making money or not getting a payout. So you got to manage your risk properly. The next time is passion. Passion is very important. I think I exceed in this, and I'm sure a lot of you in my Discord know this. I've been putting in hours every single day since the day I started. I literally have barely taken a day off. I took a vacation and I was still on the charts reviewing price action every single day because I'm passionate. Like I love this shit. Like I don't want to miss a day of price action. I want to see what happens every day and build experience. Passion is very important. If you're not passionate about trading, you're not going to be successful, just like anything in life. You need to be open-minded. This is probably one of my biggest downsides because when I have a bias, I'm really stubborn and I don't like to change my bias. I will stick to it. But you need to be open-minded because sometimes you will be wrong. And if you are open-minded, you will avoid some mistakes. So it's important to be open-minded, but it's also to be confident. See, the reason this is so difficult is because you need to have a combination of these and just the right amount of each, right? Because if you're overconfident, right, that's not good. But if you're not confident enough, that's also not good, right? You need to have some fear of entering, but you can't have a fear of missing out, right? You need to be passionate. If you're over passionate, you're going to overdo yourself. You need to be open-minded in terms of looking at the whole picture, not just one specific perspective. But if you're too open-minded, you're going to be missing out some stuff, or you're going to be too undecisive, right? So you need to have a balance, and you will find your balance as you continue trading. The last one is independent. Now, this one is very, 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 very important, because I know a lot of you just ask me, like, what's your model? Give me your model, step A to B. What do you do on this? Like, that's fine. Inquire, right? Learn, improve, and I can help you guys inspire your trading. At the end of the day, I am telling you, every single one of you who are watching this video, who are going to become a successful trader, you're going to be doing it on your own path. There is simply no way you can just take someone else's path and also become a successful trader. I personally don't believe it. There's always going to be slight differences because every single person is different. Every single person's balance of all of these characteristics, and there's hundreds of more characteristics, are going to be different. Every single trading model is going to be different. You're going to view something different more often than not than somebody else. You need to have your own trading model, your own risk management plan, your own money management plan, your own entry model, your own time window, your own everything. It needs to be done on your own. Take inspiration from other people. And that's why I'm giving you guys my entire stuff. If you want to also have a model on the 930 Judah swing, sure. You look at my model, see what you like, go back test it, go trade it, go study it. Maybe you guys will have a better AMD model than mine, right? I don't know. This is the one I like. This is the one I back tested. This is the one I have confidence in. If you don't like it, well, then don't trade it. Adjust it to yourself. Make it more specific. Maybe you like to risk less and win more. You know, maybe you like to trade more often, but you win less, but you lose more. You know, whatever those kind of characteristics are, you're gonna kind of have to figure those out. Now, I know this wasn't the most for some of you. You're gonna overlook this video. Some of you probably did not even make it to the end, and you know what? That's okay, because I'm not the all-in-all source when it comes to trading psychology. But the purpose of this series is, again, to show the aspects of my entire trading model. And the first aspect of my trading model is trading psychology. There's a reason I put it first and not last, is because without any of this, none of this matters, right? You can have the best model in the entire world, 100% win rate. But if your psychology is not on point, you're going to be an unsuccessful trader. So that's why I put this first, and that's why I'm putting out this video first, because it's by far the most important, because it will negate every single other aspect of trading, right? If you do not have your mental in check, because you will make mistakes, you will overtrade, you will blow your account, you will make terrible decisions, you'll be gambling, and you may get lucky for a couple months, maybe even a year, maybe even a couple years, maybe one day, maybe you won't get lucky at all. Maybe you start off unlucky at the first time. You don't know, because your mental's out of check. You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know if you're right. You don't even know if you're wrong. You're just pushing the button, and you think you're right or you think you're wrong. You don't even know what's going on. Your mental needs to be in check. Once your mental's in check, then you can start making progress. That's the reason I put this video first. Till next time, I'll be looking to post the next video, which will be before trading routine. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. See you guys next time on this series. Peace.